Welcome adventurers. Today we are going to have a look at Final Fantasy XIV Job Stereotypes. And I'm really curious what job stereotypes there are in Final Fantasy XIV. So yeah, let's find out.
Thinks that I'm so pure and helpful, but really I don't give a hoot. My spells by themselves are pretty good, you know, like they
The white mage.
Healing potency, but I really don't want to push any of them. I just don't like pushing those buttons.
Why not?
And actually, I'm very happy because I got a whole bunch of not healing buttons this expansion, especially my blood lily. You know, hey, you're hurt.
Wow.
Blood for the blood lily. I'm a machinist.
That was close.
Would you like to see my gunpla collection? There's a bunch
Machinist.
of perfect grades in there. You should see them. I custom painted them. Anyway.
To be honest, I actually find Machinist to be a quite interesting job because in a way you are a bit like a summoner because you can summon this kind of robot thingy, right? But on the other hand, you're also a physical range DPS, what is like really interesting because you're like a physical pet job in a way, right?
Mecha are pretty cool, and that's why I built my own.
Here it is, this robot pet.
She really gets me overheated.
Overheated, for real.
Tired of being nice? Don't you just want to go ape shit? Whoa, cool it down,
Dark Knight.
boys.
That's one of the most badass looking jobs.
What I meant to say was, I'm Batman.
Like, look at this.
Words like darkness and soul reaper.
Darkness and soul
What
reaper.
else? A blood shadow spiller. This video is sponsored by Dysterra. Link in the
Terra.
Dysterra is a survival
What is this?
game with
Survival
a
game?
futuristic setting. On this perishing Earth, various NPCs emerge randomly, and you can play solo or co-op to survive your way through. However, beware of other players.
Okay, this is a survival game that takes place in the future.
Tools to survive other players and enemies. You'll find various weapons and items ranging from modern stuff to even high-tech futuristic ones. So if Dysterra looks interesting to you, they'll be beginning their...
This gives me Halo vibes for some reason.
Starting on Tuesday, July 6th. So click the link in the description below to request access for the beta test on Steam and also add it to your wishlist. Okay, now back to the video. I don't need a weapon.
Monk.
My body is...
Yeah, Bruce Lee style.
And also a temple. Please pay no attention to the fact that I do indeed have a weapon equipped. Unless you're looking
Yes.
at how cool it is, in which case that's acceptable. Also, pay no attention to the fact that I'm not doing positionals at all.
They do have like those rings that they are wearing, right? What are those things called? I don't know the name, but...
Yeah, so I usually play black
Okay, also-
mage, but
oh,
my
red
channel
mage.
says something about needing more raises for prog. Not sure what they mean by that. Nothing on my hotbar says anything about raising. By the way, don't my spells look cool? Good thing I don't have to do anything.
Yeah,
other
they
than
actually have
just
good
cool
animations too.
looking spells, huh? Spin to win. That's what I.
But one thing I never understood really about a red mage. You have like a sword and you have some melee attacks, but at the same time you are a mage, so... Is that some sort of physical melee DPS and magic kind of hybrid? I've never played a red mage, but I've seen some of the clips and stuff of red mage and also here. And I've seen someone yesterday at night practice at a target dummy, and he was on a red mage. And I saw this person cast a few spells, and then he pulls himself with some sort of string or something to the target dummy, and then he hits with a sword around. Like, I was like, what is happening now? I thought this was like a caster type, but it suddenly went into melee range. Yeah, it's kind of like a battle mage or something, I would say. It reminds me of that. Interesting. Alright, let's get to the next job.
Spin to win. That's what I always say. Though recently I haven't been doing any winning because I'm just not required anymore.
Ninja is so
For the
cool.
past 6 years. I've
Why
been
not required?
in raid groups, and now look at me. I'm just normal like the rest of you. Bahamut did nothing wrong. In fact,
Summoner.
aside from
I
not
play a
listening
summoner.
to what I tell him to do, and also just flat out forgetting to attack at all. He's been nothing but nice to me. Can't blame him though, because I can't remember my 2-minute rotation either. Hey, Alice, wanna see Grandpa? So I honestly have no idea what I'm doing, but I sure look good doing it. It's tough being so popular. Not everybody.
That's the best support class right now,
Everywhere I
right?
go, people are throwing commendations at me and asking to be my partner. To which I say, relax, everybody. There's plenty of me to.
How does it actually work on the dancer with the partner? So if you select like a certain individual, like a so-called dancing partner, they get like the biggest buff of everyone in the group, right? So you're basically super buffing a certain individual, right? As how that's how I see it and heard it, right? And then what must this person do? This person must also like use some sort of synergy every once in a while, or how does that actually work?
To go around. There once was a bard. His name was Larry. And
Larry.
He know how to play nary, a bard.
They have cool animations too.
But now I'm not. Dancer took that from me, and now I'm a fart. But hey, I still play my
But that's
part
true.
I love to sing.
Because Dancer took the support role. It was like taken away from the
blacker
bot.
than black and darker than dark.
Black
I
mage.
beseech thee, combine with my deep crimson. The time of awakening cometh. Justice, fallen upon the infallible boundary. Appear now as an intense.
Okay, I know this is like a freaking cool job, and I like what this guy is saying, but what sort of boss is this? What the is that a freaking head as a boss? No, there's a person on top, but at the bottom there's like a head. Is this person riding a head? What the heck is this? Like there's some interesting bosses in this game.
Time of awakening cometh. Justice, fallen upon the infallible boundary.
I actually want to
Appear
learn
now
how
as
to
an
play Black
intangible
Mage too,
distortion.
after
Dance,
Summoner.
Dance, dance. I desire for my torrent of power a
Torrent of
destructive
power.
force, a destructive force without equal. Return all creation to cinders and come from the abyss. That means I cast fire for. Get behind me, my friends, and I'll protect you. That's my favorite line, haha.
Yeah,
I
the
love
protect
being
that
good
part.
and not thinking about any bad things or evil things. Life is really happy and good. Oh, what's that? I'm the poster boy for Endwalker? How splendid.
Poster boy for
A chance to share in the spotlight soon. Gods know it's about time for
Wow.
Did you know that Heaven's Word is about
But the one thing about Paladin that always like is quite interesting. Like if you look at all the jobs that you have that are a tank job, from all of them, the Paladin looks the most like a typical tank, right? If you look at like MMO games and you see tank classes, you always think about one hand and shield, one hand and shield. Like all the games I was playing before, like the MMO games that had like tank classes, like tank jobs, it was always one hand and shield, one hand and shield, one hand and shield. And only in Final Fantasy XIV it's different, where you have like two-handed tanks and stuff. So I feel like the classic MMO players, especially those that are like new to Final Fantasy XIV, they're most likely assuming that the Paladin is the only real tank class or something, like from the look of it, right? And yeah, that's the poster boy.
Did you know that Heaven's Word is about a bunch of dragon
Oh, Dragoon
fuckers
is so
being
cool.
exiled by old church guys who think nobody should be allowed to fuck dragons? So then the dragon fuckers summon their god of dragon fucking to fuck the church, so everyone
Oh
can be
my
allowed to
gosh.
fuck
What
dragons.
the heck?
And that's why I'm a dragoon. Me, warrior.
Warrior.
Beast mode and wreck shit. Do you have a
Warrior.
minute to talk about our Lord and Savior, Fellcleave? Well, because I'm going to talk about Fellcleave because basically
Warrior's so cool
that's all I
too.
ever do. We liked it so much that they made it our entire rotation, and you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, like 5 jobs I really like. Oh, Astrologian, yeah.
Card. Did you know about space? Here, take another card. Have you actually ever looked at any stars? Because, oh, here's one more card.
Stars.
I have, and they are just divine.
Stargazing
Try
or
looking into the sun sometime. Final Fantasy VIII is truly the epitome of what a role
That's the
playing
most
game
confusing
has
tank
to
job
offer.
of all for me.
Leon Hart from Kingdom Hearts is my favorite Kingdom Hearts character.
Kingdom
Also,
Hearts.
I'm pretty sure I'm a DPS, but they made my icon blue, so apparently that means I need to get aggro on.
Yeah,
things,
that's
and
confusing
what
me. That's why I say
anyway, like I don't really gotta think about it. Also,
that what he just said is exactly my issue with Gunbreaker. I'm so confused when I look at like Gunbreaker and the way it functions, and from what I've seen also from like certain tutorials about like DPS and tanking and this and that. Like Gunbreaker feels weird as a tank job to me from what I'm seeing, and also from the way it like functions. And I've seen this in like on streams when people were like raiding. Like the Gunbreaker functions a bit like a freaking DPS in a way, right? And also that it has like a freaking sort of range attack and stuff like that. Like it's so weird that this was actually a tank. Like a lot of people actually probably when it was like released thought, oh, this would be like a DPS job, and then they heard the news, oh, that's a freaking tank job. Yeah, this one is so confusing because like from what I see, it doesn't feel like, or it doesn't look like a tank, right?
kind of happens anyway. Like, I don't really got to think about it. Also, after raid, I'm going to go play some Devil May Cry. Anybody?
Devil May Cry.
Right, yeah. So my DPS rotation is Broil, followed by Broil, followed by another Broil. Are you writing this down? You might want to pay attention.
Oh, yeah.
This is the only button that I push. The next one is Broil. Oh, the fairy over there, she just kind of follows me around. People seem to think that I'm healing them, but I don't think that Broil has a heal effect to it.
Oh yeah, it's for shields mostly, right? The scholar.
I enjoy long walks on the beach
samurai.
while watching anime. 2D is all I need. And while you were enjoying your 3D life,
I probably prefer Bit Ninja over Samurai, but I might give it a shot.
I am the damage. Please don't nerf me. Also, have you ever seen the anime?
Samurai is also
Sword Art
pretty
Online?
badass, right? Okay, so that's it. Okay, yeah, and some of those stereotypes I already knew, especially about like Gunbreaker, where they assume, oh, that's a freaking DPS just with the wrong icon or something, and about like how the Paladin seems to look so crazy tanky and that. But yeah, there are some jobs that in this video I actually got to see more, and what's like really interesting is how you have for each role like multiple options, but some of the options have like unique things. For example, like the Scholar is a healer, right? But it has freaking shields and stuff. Where the White Mage on the other hand is like, seems like a pure healer to me or something like that, and has like some extra damage skills as well. So it's like interesting how within certain roles you have like sub roles, right? Like Bard, for example, and Dancer. DPS, sub role support, or Gunbreaker, tank, sub role DPS in a way, right? And this really becomes clear also in this video, and when you look at it. Or for example, Red Mage. Like I said yesterday, I was really confused when I saw some guy practice at the target dummy, and then I saw how he went from cast to certain suddenly melee range, and I was like, what's happening here? Since when is a mage also a melee job? Like, really interesting, but yeah, interesting stereotypes, I have to say. But yeah, guys, if you are new to this channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more content. I would really appreciate if you also smash that like button. This will really help out with the YouTube algorithm. And there are several jobs that really interest me. I have like my top 5 currently of jobs that I really want to master. And among them is, of course, Summoner. That's the first job I want to like really master and learn well. Then I want to get into also Black Mage. I want to get Ninja. Ninja I think is freaking cool. On the tank side, if I ever get into tanking, I want to try out Paladin. And yeah, for the 5th spot, when it comes to like also healers, I actually want to get into Astrologian. Yeah, I think those 5 really, I feel like they suit me the most. But maybe I will also enjoy like some other jobs. I think Samurai is also pretty nice, and yeah, maybe Bard. But hey, let's see. But anyway, guys, I wish you a wonderful day. Please stay all safe and healthy, and I will see you guys next time.